Well, a grueling decade-long fight to see a child predator behind bars has finally happened. This after a California judge let the newly convicted sex offender walk free before sentencing. He was supposed to get his affairs in order. Instead, the convict vanished for 10 months. That's until authorities finally tracked him down and arrested him over the weekend. Crime correspondent Jason Mattera has that report.
Every day, right when I open my eyes, that's the first thing I think of.
The Ramirez family is stuck in a never-ending nightmare. Carl Caccone met Alana Ramirez in 2012 on a dating website, and within 6 months, he moved into the single mother's Central California home, along with her 3 kids.
He made it felt like, oh, okay, like I can trust him.
But for Alana's daughter, whose name we're keeping private, he was the monster every parent fears.
It got to a point where he was doing it a lot.
In 2014, Caccone began sexually abusing his girlfriend's 11-year-old.
He just had a lot of control over me. So my last hope was to tell my mom and something to change.
And in January of 2015, that's exactly what she did.
I knew that my daughter, by looking at her and the way she was crying to me, that this happened.
Police collected DNA evidence from bedding and clothes and sent it off for testing.
I got to a point where I was calling them so much that I just was like, I'm gonna wait for them to call me now.
8 years. That's how long Alana says it took for those DNA results to come back with a positive match. On July 17, 2025, a decade after that first call to police, Caccone was found guilty on 6 felony counts of lewd acts against a child. For the Ramirez family, it was finally a moment to exhale, or so they thought.
I was so ready to just put it behind me and close this chapter and just move on from it.
That's when Judge Michael McLaughlin did something that left the courtroom speechless. He let the newly convicted child predator walk out on bail.
We thought we were so close, and then this judge let him go.
Which brings us to August 25th, 2025, sentencing day. Caccone was a no-show. His ankle monitor had gone offline prior to his scheduled appearance, but no one from the probation office followed up on his whereabouts.
You had one job. You didn't even do it.
For 10 months, Caccone was on the run. But on June 12th, authorities caught him hiding out in Scottsdale, Arizona, bringing the Ramirez family one step closer to justice, long overdue.
He will have consequences for his actions, for taking away my innocence.
The Ramirez family told us they spent the last 10 months living in fear while their daughter's attacker was on the loose. Now, to make sure this doesn't ever happen again, one California state senator is pushing for a bill to prohibit judges from releasing convicted sex offenders back into the community before their sentence, which apparently in California needs to be spelled out in law. Lydia?
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jason. Great report.